All right, let's jump right into this explainer. If you're running a business, managing a brand, or honestly just trying to keep a website afloat, you already know the rules of digital visibility feel like they're shifting, well, basically every single day. Today, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're using a really comprehensive case study from the agency FirstPageRanks to unpack the exact frameworks, strategies, and even the real-world costs required to build sustainable online authority. So what does it actually take to rank on page 1? If you've ever tried to dominate local search or scale your business, you've absolutely asked yourself this exact question. It is the holy grail of digital marketing, but as our source material reveals, getting to page 1 isn't about finding some sneaky magic trick or hacking the algorithm. It's actually a highly structured, data-driven process. It takes architecture, a solid strategy, and incredibly consistent execution. Here's how we're going to break this all down today. We'll start with the ultimate goal, which is digital visibility. Then we'll unpack the 3 pillars of SEO, dive into mastering local search, and explore advanced strategies and PR. Finally, we'll look at the actual cost of growth and wrap up with a long-term blueprint. Let's get to it.
Starting right off of section 1, the goal, digital visibility, and how you actually build your digital presence. This is the bedrock of everything we're talking about today.
Because here's the harsh truth. Invisibility online is literally the ultimate threat to your business. Think about it. If someone is out there actively searching for the exact service you provide, and your competitor pops up, but you don't, you didn't just lose a click, you lost actual revenue. Our source emphasizes that before we start building, we absolutely need a blueprint. That means every single campaign must be shaped by research-driven decisions. We're talking real user behavior and true search intent, not just guessing what people want or stuffing random keywords onto a page and hoping for the best. And this quote right here really hits the nail on the head. Our focus remains on measurable outcomes rather than vanity metrics. It is so easy to get hyped over thousands of random impressions that look amazing on a chart, right? But honestly, if they aren't converting, they do absolutely nothing for your business. You don't just want traffic, you want qualified leads and conversions that actually grow your bottom line. It's about getting the right eyes on your site at the exact second they are ready to buy.
Moving on to section 2, the 3 pillars of SEO, which is really the anatomy of your whole strategy. Think of this exactly like building a house.
You wouldn't slap up some expensive wallpaper before pouring the concrete, right? Well, that concrete is your technical SEO. This is the foundation and the plumbing of your website. We're talking optimal crawling, indexing, lightning-fast site speed, and secure HTTPS connections. If search engine bots hit your site and it's slow or broken, they're bouncing. And if they can't smoothly crawl your site, no amount of brilliant award-winning writing is going to save you. You have to get this technical foundation locked in first.
Once that foundation is set, we move to the next 2 pillars, and it's crucial to understand the difference between them. On-page SEO is basically your interior design. It's the stuff you completely control, your meta titles, keyword placement, your internal linking, and the overall user experience. It's making sure your digital house looks great inside. Off-page SEO, on the other hand, is your reputation out in the neighborhood. This is high-quality backlink building, brand mentions, and digital PR. It's essentially other trustworthy websites pointing back to you, telling the search engines, hey, this house is a highly trusted part of our community.
Now, to keep this whole house from collapsing, you absolutely have to use white hat SEO. What does that mean? It means using ethical optimization strategies. You focus on high-quality content and genuine user intent. No shady shortcuts, no keyword stuffing, and definitely no buying spammy links. White hat SEO ensures search engines actually trust your domain over the long haul, completely protecting you from those sudden algorithm updates that can literally wipe out months of hard work overnight.
All right, section 3, mastering local search, or as I like to call it, dominating your neighborhood. This is vital if you rely on foot traffic or localized service areas.
It is wild how these seemingly basic mechanics work together to push your business into that coveted Google Map pack. You know, those top 3 map results you see when you search for a coffee shop or a plumber nearby. It all starts with a highly optimized Google business profile. You need strictly accurate NAP details, that's name, address, and phone number, matching perfectly across the entire internet. You have to actively gather and actually respond to local reviews, build up citations, and specifically target those conversational, near-me voice search queries people are constantly using on their phones.
Now, a truly professional agency doesn't just spam a list of 100 cities in the footer of your website. Instead, they use smart, location-based keyword optimization. Take our source study from FirstPageRanks. They use their hometown of Roorkee as a prime example. They meticulously capture that specific local market intent to build deep relevance, but they architect the site so it maintains the capacity to scale regionally or even pan-India without turning the user experience into a confusing mess. Let's pivot to Section 4, Advanced Strategies in PR, and how you go about expanding your authority once that local foundation is rock solid.
For those of you in the e-commerce space, your SEO isn't just about throwing up a blog post every now and then. It is a highly tuned engine. You have to individually optimize hundreds, maybe thousands of product and category pages. You need deep internal linking structures. You absolutely must add schema markup. That's the hidden code telling Google the exact price, stock status, and star rating of a product so it pops in the search results. Most importantly, you are targeting high-intent transactional keywords designed to make your products visible at the exact millisecond a buyer pulls out their credit card.
But hey, what happens if things go wrong? Say you hired a contractor who used some black hat tactics and suddenly your site just vanishes from Google. It happens. Well, top-tier agencies have specific penalty recovery protocols for this. This means hunting down and removing toxic backlinks, doing a massive audit for duplicate content, and strictly following Google's webmaster guidelines to repair the damage. Eventually, you submit disavow files and manual action requests to clean up the spam and win back your hard-earned rankings.
Okay, let's talk numbers in Section 5, the cost of growth, taking a look at the actual economics of SEO.
Our source material gives us a surprisingly transparent look at an a la carte pricing matrix in Indian rupees. And I love this because instead of some massive, mysterious monthly retainer, you see exactly how you can budget for specific buckets of growth based on what your business actually needs right now. Whether you need a deep technical audit, a heavy push on local maps, or just foundational keyword research, it's all structured out into monthly, quarterly, and yearly commitments.
Just look at this absolute entry-level cost, 3,200 rupees a month for foundational keyword research. That's a massive takeaway. It completely debunks the myth that you need a huge corporate budget to get started. Scalable, professional SEO strategies are totally accessible, even for early-stage startups trying to build their digital foundation the right way.
Then, on the higher end of the spectrum, 9,500 rupees a month buys you active digital PR services. This is how you level up from just having a functional website to becoming the undisputed industry authority. This budget goes towards securing media mentions, press release distributions, and the high-authority link building you absolutely need to dominate the well-funded competitors in your space.
Which brings us to our final section, the long-term blueprint for sustainable ranking. Let's see how all these moving parts come together.
If you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this core philosophy. A human-centered approach ensures websites remain visible, valuable, and align with search engine standards over time. Listen, SEO is not about tricking the algorithm anymore. The algorithms are way too smart for that. It is fundamentally about providing genuine value, incredibly fast load times, and crystal clear answers to real human beings asking real questions online. Synthesizing the core FAQs from our source agency, some hard truths really stand out. First off, SEO is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes months to see stable, lasting results. Also, you might not even need an expensive, complete website redesign. A lot of times, targeted technical fixes under the hood do a trick just fine. Oh, and content creation? Not optional, it's mandatory. Ultimately, by committing to this gradual process, you drastically reduce your reliance on expensive, fleeting paid ads.
So as you evaluate your own digital footprint, I want to leave you with this question. Are you building a temporary digital tent or a permanent digital house? Are you investing in the deep, structural foundations of SEO? Or are you just renting space online with temporary ads, completely vulnerable to the elements? Building the right way takes time, strategy, and a lot of expertise. But the authority you earn on page 1, that becomes a permanent asset that pays dividends for years to come. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and keep building.